student, today we will discuss about the periodic classifications of element. In last video we have completed Mendeleev periodic law, which is based on the atomic mass. What is the Mendeleev periodic law? The physical and chemical property of element are the periodic functions of their atomic masses. Means when the elements are arranged on the basis of increasing atomic masses, after a regular interval, same property of element belong to the or comes into the same group. So Mendeleev categorized the element in two ways. Horizontal, this is called the period, and the vertical column, this is called the group. So there are 7 horizontal lines which is known as the periods. I think in last video I was mentioned the 6, so correct it. There are 7 horizontal lines which is known as the period. So first characteristic property of Mendeleev periodic law is there are 7 horizontal line called period. This is 1 to 7. So horizontal line in this way. The line goes from left to right across the period. This is called the period. Second, there are 8 column, 8 vertical column, which is called period, which is called group, not period, group. And each group are subdivided into the A and B, except the 8th group of the D block. Each group are subdivided into A and B except 8th group. Except 8th group. 8th group is not divided into the A and B. This is the characteristic feature of Mendeleev periodic law. There are 7 horizontal lines from left to right. This is called the period. 8th vertical column. This is called the group. Each group are subdivided into the A and B except 8th group. 8th group having the 9 elements and are categorized into the 3 columns. Is it clear? But there is no A and B column, not subdivided into the A and B. Is it clear? And other is that is group and the period, and each subclasses are divided into A and to B. This is the characteristic feature of the Mendeleev periodic law. And this periodic law based on the atomic masses. Is it clear? These periodic law are based on the atomic masses. Now we discuss today the achievement of the Mendeleev periodic law as well as the limitations of Mendeleev periodic law. So corrected, this is the 7 horizontal line, 1 to 7. I think last video that was 6, so corrected, that was mistake. Next one, this is achievement of Mendeleev periodic law. Achievement of Mendeleev periodic law. Periodic law. So what is the achievement or merit of the Mendeleev periodic law? So I mention here some heading and discuss one by one. This is first one, systematic study of element. Systematic study of elements. Second one, this is doubtful corrections of the doubtful atomic masses. Corrections of doubtful atomic mass. And third one, predictions of unknown element. These are the three major achievements of the Mendeleev periodic law. This is predictions of unknown elements. So one by one we will discuss systematic study of the element, how the Mendeleev periodic law or periodic table provide the systematic study of the element. Actually, elements are arranged in the two way, that is horizontal as well as the vertical. So the same property of element comes into the same group after a certain interval with increasing the atomic masses. So when you have knowledge about the one element or the first element of the each group, you can predict the property of the rest of the element of the same group. So by knowing the property of one element, you can show the property of the rest of the element of the same group, and you can also predict the positions of the element in the periodic table. So it's a very useful terms which provide the systematic idea about the element, systematic study of the element by knowing the property of only one element. If you have knowledge about the property of one element of any of the group, you can predict the property of the rest of the element of the same group, because all the elements are arranged on the basis of their physical and chemical property with increasing atomic mass. So it provides the systematic study of the element. Second one, corrections of doubtful atomic mass. Mendeleev corrected some atomic masses which was not fit for the group, and their property is somewhat different to the same group. Just like in case of beryllium, we are taking the examples. Actually, beryllium, he corrected the atomic mass of beryllium, and beryllium, their atomic mass was found. Atomic mass was 13.5. And you know that with increasing atomic masses, atomic mass can be calculated with atomic mass is equal to equivalent weight, equivalent mass into valency. So that time valency of beryllium was 3 and equivalent mass is 4.5. So 4.5 into 3, this is 3 5 ja 15 and 3 4 ja 12 and 13. 13.5 was calculated. So where is the proper positions of beryllium in the periodic table on the basis of this atomic mass? So you know that the elements are arranged on the basis of increasing atomic masses, so their positions must be in between the carbon and nitrogen. Carbon atomic mass 12 and nitrogen atomic mass 14. So in between both the element, there is the positions of beryllium, because their atomic mass is 13.5. But in the Mendeleev periodic table, there is no space in between the carbon and nitrogen. No can fill the element in between the carbon and the nitrogen, because there is no gaps. So that time Mendeleev corrected the atomic mass and find out their property resemble to the magnesium and calcium. He corrected the atomic mass by changing their valency. He changed the valency of beryllium 2. When you are putting the valency of 2, so atomic mass become 4.5 into 2 is equal to 2 5 ja 10, 2 4 ja 8 and 9. Their atomic mass become 9. And it comes in between the lithium and the boron. Lithium atomic mass is 7 and the beryllium atomic mass is 9, which is put in between the lithium and the boron, having the beryllium and magnesium, calcium, strontium. This is the second group of element. And now he found that the property of beryllium is resembling to the property of magnesium, calcium, etc. So he corrected the atomic mass of beryllium and put into the right positions in the periodic table. So one of the very great achievement, you can say, the Mendeleev corrected the atomic mass and put on the proper place in the periodic table. So one of the another achievement of Mendeleev periodic table. Next one, this is predictions of unknown element. Actually, only 60 at the times of the Mendeleev, This is the third one. This is predictions of unknown element. Predictions of unknown element. Predictions of unknown element. So, at the times of the Mendeleev, the element which was not discovered, only 63 elements were known, and at the place of the boron and the aluminum and silicon, the next element was unknown. The next element was unknown, that was not discovered at the times of the Mendeleev. So Mendeleev very proudly left the gap after the boron, aluminum and silicon, and very proudly told that, very boldly told that the element which is discovered in future will have the property to the aluminum, silicon and boron. So he left the gap for the scandium, gallium and germanium. So these three elements were not discovered at the times of Mendeleev. So for these elements, he left the gap and gave a name. This is called the Eka. Eka means one. So he gave the name here Eka boron, because this element scandium was not discovered that times. So he left the gap and told that when the next element will discover, will have the same property to this element. When the next element are discovered, then like the gallium will have the same property to the aluminum. Like that, when the next element discovered after silicon will have the property to silicon. So after the discovery of scandium, gallium and the germanium, it was found that their properties accurately resemble to the property of aluminum and the silicon. So one of the great achievement of to anybody, we can speak about the unknown element which was not discovered in nature. And earlier he told that the next element will discover will have the property to the rest to these element. So the next the element was discovered. This is scandium, gallium and germanium. So at the place of aluminum, that was named Eka aluminum. Eka aluminum, and after the discovery of gallium, their property resembled to aluminum. So the next element after aluminum was the gallium. Next element after silicon is the germanium. Next element after the boron is the scandium. So these three elements was unknown, and Mendeleev told before the discovery of these elements. So which element were unknown at the times of the Mendeleev periodic table? This is scandium, germanium, gallium and the germanium. And gallium belonging to the aluminum family, aluminum group, and the germanium after the silicon group 14 element. So these three elements were unknown, and their name is given Eka aluminum, that is gallium, Eka germanium, Eka silicon, this is germanium, Eka boron, this is the scandium. So these three elements was discovered after some times, and their property resembled to the respective group of elements. So one of the very great achievement, you can say, the person who can boldly told that the element which was not discovered at this time. So these are the achievement of the Mendeleev periodic table. And one thing also keep in mind, Mendeleev also corrected some element. When the Mendeleev arranged the element classified the element in the group and period, and the basis was kept in the mind for the classifications of element. This is increasing atomic mass as well as the grouping the element in the similar property. But he took some element before the element which have the slightly lesser atomic mass, means higher atomic mass element placed before the slightly greater atomic mass, just like in case of cobalt and the nickel. In case of cobalt and nickel, cobalt, their atomic mass is 58.93, and nickel, their atomic mass is 58.71. Now cobalt placed before the nickel. Cobalt, rhodium, iridium, nickel, palladium, platinum. So we rearrange the element on the basis of their property, although their atomic mass is greater, as slightly greater than the atomic mass of nickel, and found that the property of cobalt resembled to the rhodium and iridium, and the property of nickel resembled to the palladium and the platinum. He also done the, in case of tellurium, before the iodine, the slightly greater atomic mass of tellurium as compared to iodine. So he corrected some atomic element on the basis of property, although it has the higher atomic mass as compared to the next element. So this is also one of the corrections of the atomic element on the basis of their property. Is it clear? Next one we will discuss about the limitations of atomic mass, Mendelian periodic tables. Or you can say drawback of the Mendelian periodic table. Limitations of Mendele's periodic tables. So now we will discuss about the limitations, or you can say the drawback of the Mendelean periodic tables. Drawback means which is not as the basis of the Mendelean periodic table. Just like that is anomalous positions of the hydrogens. I am mentioning here the terms and later discuss one by one. Anomalous positions of hydrogen. This is first drawback of the anomalous positions of hydrogen. Actually, the elements are arranged on the basis of their physical and chemical property, and hydrogen resembles the property of the two group. This is the first group of element as well as the 7th or the 17th group of element. This is called the halogen group. So, hydrogen resembles the property, the first group of element. This is the alkali metal, as well as the 7th group of element. This is the halogen element. Here lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Now here fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, HTT. So it resembles property with both the group. So where is the right positions of the hydrogen? Either in the first A group or the seventh A group. Because element arranging on the basis of their are classified on the basis of their physical and chemical property. Just like lithium, sodium, potassium having the +1 valency, hydrogen also show the +1 valency. Is it clear? It also react with the non-metal like the chlorine, bromine. It also react with the chlorine, bromine. Similarly, fluorine is the gas, chlorine is the gas, hydrogen is also gas. It also occupies the negative valency -1. In case of metal hydride, it also shows the Na+ and H- as a negative valency. It is also diatomic, hydrogen is also diatomic. So hydrogen show the property of both the group, first A group as well as the 7th A group. So where should be the proper positions of hydrogen in the periodic table? That was not designated. So one of the drawback of the Mendelean periodic table, hydrogen must have the proper position in the periodic table. For the sake of convenience, it is put into the first A group of element because their atomic number is 1 in the modern periodic table. So one of the drawback, or you can say drawback of the Mendelean periodic table, there is no proper place or anomalous positions of the hydrogen. Is it clear? The first drawback, because their property resemble with the two group, first A group and the 7th A group. So where should be placed in the periodic table? Either in the first A group or the 7th A group. It is not decided. And this is also the drawback of the modern periodic table. In modern periodic table also there is no proper place for the hydrogen atom. Next this is positions of isotopes. Another drawback, the positions of isotopes. Positions of isotopes. you know the isotopes you have to read in the class 9. The atom of the same element having the same atomic number but different mass number. So at the times of Mendeleev there was no inventions or the discovery of the isotopes, but after the discovery of isotopes a big problem arises. One element having the more than one isotopes, just like hydrogen having the three isotopes, 1H1 this is protium, 1H2 deuterium and 1H3 tritium. And in the Mendeleev periodic table elements are arranged on the basis of their atomic masses. So hydrogen required the three places. Even hydrogen has no itself position. Now hydrogen requires the three places. So there is no facility provided in the Mendeleev periodic table to placing more than one element for the same element. More than one place for the same element. So this is the drawback. There is no place for the isotopes in the Mendeleev periodic table. Is it clear? Because Mendeleev periodic table was based on the atomic mass. So if the element having more than one isotopes, so require more than one place. That facility is not provided in the Mendeleev periodic table. So it is also the drawback of the Mendeleev periodic tables. Next one, third one, this is third anomalous positions of some pair of element. Anomalous positions, anomalous means somewhat different property. Anomalous positions of some pair of element. Some pair of elements. Another the drawback or you can say limitations of the Mendeleev periodic table. So some pair of element means the element which have the same property are placed into the different group. This is anomalous. This is not the right way to placing or classifying the element. Same property of element must have the same group. But just like I have mentioned, that is cobalt, their atomic mass is greater but it placed before the nickel. This is not the right way because basis for placing the element on the basis of increasing atomic masses. And the cobalt atomic mass is 58.93 whereas the nickel atomic mass is 58.71. So nickel must be placed before the cobalt, not the cobalt before the nickel. So it is the ruled off because the basis of placing of element is not this. The basis of placing of element is the increasing atomic mass. And higher atomic mass placed before the lower atomic mass, this is wrong way to placing the element. So this is anomalous pair of element. Next one, no resemblance within the no resemblance of element within the same within the subgroup. Fourth one, no resemblance of element within the subgroup. No resemblance of element within the subgroup. Within subgroup. Just like you know that I have already mentioned the characteristic property of Mendeleev periodic table. Each group are subdivided into A and B except 8th group. Means 7th group have the two subgroup A and B. So what was the psychology to place the classify such type of element? You know that first A and second A group of first B group of element. First A having lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. This is highly reactive element. Highly reactive element. And their subclass element, this is copper, silver, gold. Least reactive element. This is very least reactive element. There is no any consequence between these two group of element, subclass of element. No same property, not any property similar to placing A and B form. One having the very highly reactive element, even caught fire in presence of air and moisture, and one have no effect. that is acid, base, salt, etc. Copper, silver, gold. This is very less reactive element. So there is no psychology between the placing between this group of element. No such resembling of the property between this group of element, but they are placing into the two subclasses A and B. So one of the also drawback of the Mendeleev periodic table. Next one, different element are placed into the different subgroup. Fifth one, this is different groups for similar element. Fifth, different group for similar elements. Different group of similar elements means this is copper and mercury. You know that first B. This is copper, silver, gold, and second B having. Sorry, this is the second B. This is zinc, cadmium, and mercury. The property of copper and mercury are similar, but they are placing into the different group. This is not the right way. The property of the copper and mercury are similar, but they are placing into the first A, B, and the second B group of subclass of the group of the element. So this is a dissimilar arrangement of the similar property of element. It is also the drawback of the Mendeleev periodic table. And another drawback, there is no place in the main periodic table for the F block of element, inner transitions element. F block element are placed just below to the main periodic table into the two series, lanthanide series and the actinide series, having no proper place in the main periodic tables. So these are the drawback of the Mendeleev periodic table. That is first one, anomalous positions of hydrogen. There is no proper place for the hydrogen. Anomalous positions for the isotopes. Isotopes require more than one place for the same element, which was not facility given in the Mendeleev periodic table. Next one, this is the anomalous positions of the similar element placed into the dissimilar different group, just like copper and mercury, and the dissimilar, or you can say anomalous subdivision of the element. Anomalous subdivision means no resemblance of element, within the subgroup. Just like first A element is very reactive and first B element is very least reactive, and the F block element have no proper place in the Mendeleev periodic table. So we have discussed already this characteristic feature of the Mendeleev periodic table. The achievement of Mendeleev periodic table, like that is the systematic study of element. Second one, that is corrections of the doubtful atomic masses, predictions of a known element, and the limitations of the drawback of the Mendeleev periodic table. Is it clear? Next one we will discuss about the modern periodic table, which is the modified form of the long form of periodic table. Later we will discuss. So try to understand about the Mendeleev periodic tables, and next term we will discuss this is modern periodic table. Thank you.